Hello, my name is Charles Wilkinson, and today we will be covering the power of pheromones and the broader implications of this. You have to know what pheromones are, what ways they affect different life forms, and what the implications for this are for humans. Pheromones are defined as chemicals that animals produce in order to change the behavior of another animal, whether it is in their own species or in another species, as we will see later on. These changes are not solely limited to the sexual behavior within a species, they can also be used in many other fashions. Nature is very adaptive. Pheromones affect every single organism on our planet in different ways. This goes from everything single-celled all the way up to multicellular complex organisms. In bacteria, species have been found to communicate with pheromones. This causes bioluminescence, the production of the virulent factors within them, sporulation, which is a way of certain bacteria to breed, the metabolism rates, as well as the plasmid transfer between bacteria and their hosts. In plants, pheromones are responsible for many different functions. Some pheromones are meant to attract creatures to their flowers or fruit, and other pheromones are used to even communicate the plant's own experiences of the environment, to include pain, anxiety. They also use these pheromones whenever they are seeking out nutrients or light. They detect where it's at and use the pheromones to move their cell walls in certain ways. Other plants use them to basically attack other things. Grasping vines, Venus flytraps, they all use pheromones to move in ways that aren't normal for most plants. Insects, the pheromones of the queen basically control everything that happens within the hive. It tells the worker bees that they're not allowed to reproduce. It also decides when there's going to be a male that's going to mate with the queen, among many other things. It also can create a chemical trail almost that the bees use to find their job in the hive and or how to get back to the hive after they've been out of it. In Antigonia or fish, the use of pheromones are used to attract mates, but it is also used as almost a geosynchronous location, like a GPS. The salmon is an example of this. They migrate by the pheromones to get back to the spawning pools each year, and it's kind of amazing. Kingdom Mammalia, pheromones are used as a way to tell whether females are ready for reproduction or not, for the most part, and it's also a common habit of animals to mark their territory with their scent glands, usually located in the legs, paws, back hindquarters area, and or sometimes on the temple of the head. That's why your cat likes to rub against you, and your dog may or may not do the same thing with his butt that he likes to have other dogs sniff. The squirrel takes this hormonal dominance a step further. It actually secretes pheromones onto their partner, and this basically acts as a red flag that says, hey, somebody's already dating this female squirrel. Critical thinking. You have to draw conclusions from what you see throughout the rest of the animal kingdom because of the fact that our evolutionary paths are not that different. Why is it that we limit our feelings of others based solely on emotion? Is there a hormonal connection between what our brain decides emotionally? It's almost as if we're trying to reconcile our intelligence with our chemical biology, and we have issues with doing that, honestly. In ancient Rome, The pheromones of the victorious gladiators were actually sold as perfumes and makeups because at the time it was believed to be a aphrodisiac, and they were highly coveted by the women and men alike as ways to attract partners of the opposite or sometimes same sex.
Listen, Morty, I hate to break it to you, but what people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades, leaving you stranded in a failing marriage. I did it. Your parents are gonna do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science.
And that concludes my presentation on pheromones. Thank you very much.